Mastering the OODA Loop, observe, orient, decide, act, unlocks a powerful framework for decision-making that can be applied in everything from competitive business environments to personal development and high-stakes scenarios. Developed by military strategist Colonel John Boyd, the OODA Loop was originally designed to outmaneuver adversaries by encouraging agile, dynamic thinking. Today, its relevance reaches far beyond the battlefield, becoming a fundamental approach for anyone seeking to improve their situational awareness, adaptability, and results. The first stage of the OODA Loop is observe. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to rush into action without taking stock of the full picture. Observation demands that you gather as much relevant information as possible about your environment. This is more than passive seeing. It's active attention, identifying patterns, listening deeply, taking note of details that others might overlook. In business, this could involve monitoring the market, analyzing competitors, or tuning into feedback from customers and teammates. In daily life, observation means understanding the mood of a room, noticing unspoken cues, and remaining alert to subtle shifts around you. The quality of your observations underpins every step that follows. If they're incomplete or biased, every subsequent decision is compromised. Next comes Orient. Orientation is where the OODA Loop reveals its depth. It is not just about understanding what you observed, but about interpreting those observations through the lens of your experiences, biases, and knowledge. This stage asks you to synthesize, to filter that raw data through cultural backgrounds, education, prior training, and even your emotions. Orientation is where you make sense of the chaos, framing the problem, anticipating challenges, and perhaps most importantly, recognizing both your strengths and blind spots. The best decision-makers are those who know their personal prejudices and actively seek perspectives that challenge their assumptions. The more flexible and open your orientation, the better equipped you are to manage ambiguity and surprise. From here, you move to decide. Now, with your observations made and your orientation clear, you craft a plan of action. Decision-making is inherently stressful because it involves commitment. Choosing one course means discarding others. But an effective decision at this stage doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be informed and timely. Delaying decisions in search of perfection often results in missed opportunities. The OODA Loop emphasizes the importance of speed over certainty, trusting that the loop itself allows for mid-course corrections as new information comes in. Strong leaders develop a habit of decisive action based on the best available information, coupled with the humility to change course if needed. The final stage is act. Here you implement the decision you've made. Action is where theory becomes tangible, where your plans confront the real world. This stage demands resolve and clarity, but also flexibility, because the outcome of your action may generate new data and challenges. Every action becomes a new input, feeding back into the OODA Loop for reassessment. This cyclical nature creates a learning engine. Act, observe the impact, reorient based on outcomes, decide again, and act anew. Those who can iterate through the OODA Loop faster and more intelligently than their competition are typically those who come out ahead, whether in negotiations, crisis management, or innovation. Mastering the OODA Loop is about practice and reflection. It's about constantly refining your ability to perceive the world accurately, to weigh complex and sometimes contradictory information, and to act responsively in uncertain environments. It empowers individuals and organizations to keep pace with change, adapt to adversity, and seize opportunities. By adopting an OODA mindset, you learn to thrive in dynamic situations, always ready to observe, orient, decide, and act, turning uncertainty into advantage.